Yo, what is going on? It's your boy, Legit Stupid, also known as Stupid IWNL, and I have a quick warding video for y'all for season 14, split 1. So with the new map changes, warding's a bit different, and I would say it's better. You also have to like play differently in a way. So, warding level 3, you should probably always ward level 3 because as common as it is now, bot lane is probably the most aggro lane with junglers. So, you're probably going to need to ward around the 3-minute mark, maybe even like 250. So, blue side of the map, you want to either place a ward depending on the wave state. You should never leave your wave state based off of like where it is. So let's say the wave state's stuck right here in the middle, for instance. The way you should place your ward. So if support's staying in the lane and you see them here, so is the ADC, you can walk up and ward this bush from here. If the support disappears while you walk up, do not contest this, because there's like a 90% chance the enemy jungle's there. So you always want to place the ward in this bush. If you're playing Maokai, however, you could use your ward, place it here, and then sapling that bush just to check it with your sapling. Although I wouldn't recommend taking E level 2. I think Maokai, you always take W first, and then Q second. Unless it's like a Leona, then Q might be better, level 1. But anyways, so then you should pretty much do that. Warding in lane, you should always buy a control ward on your first back. I always buy 2, but let's be honest, like you're never gonna get items doing that. So I'd recommend always 1. Your ADC should at least buy 1 control ward. They would place the safe control ward, and then you would have the aggro control ward. So you would be placing your control ward in river, while and using your yellow trinkets like in tri bush, while your ADC is placing control wards in the safe tri. So then another thing you could do, if you have lane prio like level 3, you could just go for like an early invade, and like you don't even need your jungle with you. Just make sure you don't get collapsed on. I think the easiest way to do this, so let's say your wave state is pushed in, right? Like your wave's like at this mark right here. You can then like walk up here while you have your yellow trinket up and just place a ward here. This is just like a security ward. So this would probably, if a jungle's full clearing, then this would catch them. If they cleared their bot side and they're actually top side, you would see that. And if bot lane disappears off the map, like both bot laners, then you're probably getting collapsed on, and enemy jungle's probably like right here or here. The best spot, I would say, after placing that is just walking out this way. Yes, the mid laner might collapse on you, and if they're right here, then it's kind of like doomed if they have CC. But if they don't have CC, just walk out. Like, there's no reason to use abilities on them, use anything. Unless your team's here, then you can contest. But then you just walk back down to lane, and lane as usual. So then, first back, you want to kind of time your backs by shoving wave under tower, and then you can walk topside, buy a control ward. So you should be around here by now when void grubs are up. Say wards for here. If you don't have yellow trinkets up, it's fine. You should have a... You might not even need to use wards. You would just help clear and help your jungle clear this, and then you could like walk mid to look for a gank with your jungler to gank the mid lane. Like if you're Maokai especially, just flash the target. Like, hold on. You just like Like, Maokai's probably the best support right now. You should probably pick it almost every game. But, like, if they're up, like, right here, just flash W and, like, you should have your Q up and you just knock them back into your team. Yeah. So then we'll talk about vision lanes. So passive wards are to counter invades and other, like, dangerous things, because enemy support should be going for aggro wards if they're ahead. Like, this is where your mid turret's down or bot turret's down and they're swapping lanes. So best spots would be probably a control ward here, yellow trinket here, yellow here, and then if you're fine with this bush, like, if bot tier 1's up, you can place a ward here. But this is probably going to get swept almost 90% of the time. So you could just place a yellow ward here. And it would just give you full, like, safety vision of your bot jungle. And then top jungle's kind of the same. So blue jungle, you would just place a yellow here. Pink on blue buff bush. Yellow here. And then, like, if you're confident that you could walk up to this bush, you could just place a pink or yellow here as well. And that just gives you full safety top side or on blue jungle. So it's the same as, like, red side jungle as well. So, like, you would just place the wards in same bushes here. So it would just be like yellow here, control ward here. I don't have one in my inventory. Yellow here, yellow here, and actually no, I messed that up. Whoopsie. It's yellow here, here, and then either in mid bush, just to give protection to mid, and or right here, because this gives protection from entrance. But then if this turret's down, then they could sneak through here. So I prefer this ward better. Then we'll go for neutral wards. So neutral wards are pretty much river control, and that's it. You just use them for river control. And neutral, so like covering for a gank mid or anything. So neutral ward is in this bush or where this frog is. You could place it on the frog or where this, or mid bush. Then, like, people place wards here. I think that's good in the sense of it covers, like, if somebody's just waiting in this bush. So if you want, you can place a ward here, because this spot actually doesn't get caught by control wards if they're on this part of the pixel bush, or of this part of the bush. So this is a safe spot for a ward. Other than that, I would probably place it just in the middle, in front of the pit of either the Baron pit or the drag pit. And then the last ward's here. And you would probably place, like, a control ward, like, just safety control ward, and just place it here. Or you could place it on the other side of mid, just to get, like, a mid push. Or, like, the control ward, you could just place it in the middle of lane. So, like, if you don't have this tower, but it's neutral, and they don't have their tower, you could place a control ward here, and it's just for safety. It's pretty much the same for top side as well. So you just ward here, ward on the Baron pit, my bad, and then a ward in pixel bush, and that would just give you vision top side, and of course either control ward here or in the other side of mid. Then we have aggro wards. So aggro wards are where enemies mid tier 2s down, you still have tier 1s, and your waves are pushing up, and you can place wards. I wouldn't face check this bush. This bush is probably like a death pit and a half. So just a ward here, and then not there. Lol, my bad. Instead of right here, you would just place it in the Krugs. Or if you want, if you can place the ward here. That just gives, like, a safe vision line. So, like, if you look at it, oh. So you have the safe vision line, and then you could just place a control here. And it gives full vision prio of their top side. So for blue side jungle deep wards, it's kind of the same as the passive, where you're just looking to have aggro ward placement, except you're controlling their jungle. So if you're on blue side of the map and you want blue side aggro wave, this is good. This gets you probably like almost all of, if not their entire red jungle covered. It's like the only blind spots are obviously Raptors, blue buff, but I mean that's not too difficult because like they could walk through here and that's it. Anywhere else to get into this jungle, they are gonna get seen by every other ward. The next section's about competitive vision. So this is where you want to bait vision out from enemy support to get vision prio on other things, and then enemy jungle's completely black. So something I like to do currently is sit mid. Like, this is like 20 minutes in the game. This is your ADC. That's their ADC. You've swapped lanes, and you're going for vision. So you want to make sure they kind of see you, and then you want to place neutral wards or aggro wards depending on how far into the game you are and how far ahead you are. So you just want to place neutral wards that can be swept like pretty easily. And then you want to back once you've placed those. And then you want to go topside. You want to sprint topside as fast as you can. Because then the enemy support and jungle will use their sweepers to clear this out. So then when you see that on your map, you can then play topside and look for aggro wards topside, even if the game's neutral. So then you can get top vision and place all of this, and enemy support and jungle aren't gonna have sweepers, control wards to clear this, and they're not gonna. That will be up when they get to mid reverse. So they'll be like, that's if they get to it. Like, you could collapse now on somebody that's here, and they'll have no clue that you were there and you knew they were there. And yeah, that's my vision tutorial. Currently I'm the support for Full Sail Armada, so that's my qualification for being a support, I guess. I'm on a collegiate team. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day, and good luck on season 14.